morning and welcome to your Renewed Faith Devotions as we're looking at the great influences of the faith. Today we journey through 2 Kings chapter 4, where the prophet Elisha reveals the compassionate power of God. Listen as ordinary people in desperate need encounter the extraordinary provision of the Lord. The widow's oil. A certain woman of the wives of the sons of the prophets cried out to Elisha, saying, "Your servant, my husband, is dead, and you know that your servant feared the Lord, and the creditor is coming to take my 2 sons to be his slaves." Elisha said to her, "What shall I do for you? Tell me, what do you have in the house?" And she said, "Your maidservant has nothing in the house but a jar of oil." Then he said, "Go, borrow vessels from everywhere, from all your neighbors, empty vessels. Do not gather just a few. And when you have come in, you shall shut the door behind you and your sons. Then pour it into all those vessels, and set aside the full ones." So she went from him and shut the door behind her and her sons, who brought the vessels to her, and she poured it out. Now it came to pass, when the vessels were full, that she said to her son, "Bring me another vessel." And he said to her, "There is not another vessel." So the oil ceased. Then she came and told the man of God, and he said, "Go, sell the oil and pay your debt, and you and your sons live on the rest." The Shunammite woman and the gift of life. Now it happened one day that Elisha went to Shunem, where there was a notable woman, and she persuaded him to eat some food. As often as he passed by, he would turn in there to eat. She said to her husband, "Look now, I know that this is a holy man of God who passes us by regularly. Please let us make a small upper room on the wall, and let us put a bed for him there, and a table and a chair and a lampstand, so that whenever he comes to us, he can turn in there." One day Elisha came and turned into the upper room and lay down there. He said to his servant Gehazi, "Call this Shunammite woman." When she stood before him, he asked, "What can I do for you?" She answered, "I dwell among my own people." Gehazi said, "Actually she has no son, and her husband is old." So Elisha said to her, "About this time next year you shall embrace a son." But she said, "No, my lord, man of God, do not lie to your maidservant." Yet the woman conceived and bore a son at the appointed time. The child grew. One day he went out to his father among the reapers and cried, "My head, my head." They carried him to his mother, and he sat on her knees till noon, and then died. She went up and laid him on the bed of the man of God, shut the door upon him, and went out. Then she saddled a donkey and went to the man of God at Mount Carmel. When Elisha saw her afar off, he sent Gehazi to ask, "Is it well with you? Is it well with your husband? Is it well with your child?" She answered, "It is well." When she reached Elisha, she caught him by the feet. Her soul was in deep distress. She said, "Did I ask for a son, my lord? Did I not say, 'Do not deceive me'?" Elisha arose and followed her. When he came into the house, there was the child, lying dead on his bed. He went in, shut the door behind the 2 of them, and prayed to the Lord. He went up and lay on the child, putting his mouth on his mouth, his eyes on his eyes, and his hands on his hands, and he stretched himself out on him. The flesh of the child became warm. He walked back and forth in the house, then went up again and stretched himself out on the child. Then the child sneezed 7 times and opened his eyes. Elisha said, "Call the Shunammite woman." When she came in, he said, "Pick up your son." She fell at his feet, bowed to the ground, picked up her son and went out. The healing of the poison stew. Elisha returned to Gilgal, and there was famine in the land. The sons of the prophet sat before him. He said to his servant, "Put on the large pot and boil stew for the sons of the prophets." One went out into the field to gather herbs and found a wild vine. He gathered wild gourds and sliced them into the pot of stew, though they did not know what they were. When they served it, the men cried out, "Man of God, there is death in the pot." They could not eat it. Elisha said, "Then bring some flour." He put it into the pot and said, "Serve it to the people, that they may eat." And there was nothing harmful in the pot. Feeding 100 with 20 loaves. A man came from Baal Shalisha and brought the man of God bread of the first fruits, 20 loaves of barley bread and newly ripened grain. He said, "Give it to the people that they may eat." The servant replied, "What? Shall I set this before 100 men? Elisha said, "Give it to the people that they may eat. For thus says the Lord, they shall eat, and they shall have some left over." And he set it before them, and they ate, and had some left over, according to the word of the Lord. Here, in this passage, miracles flow fast and furious in Elisha's dynamic ministry. We heard that a widow comes to Elisha saying that a creditor has come to take her 2 sons and is saved. Elisha stays at the home of a wealthy woman in Shunem, predicts that she will have a son, and the prophecy is fulfilled. And then the child dies and miraculously is brought back to life through Elisha's prayers. And later, when some of the students at the school of the prophets are eating stew which has inadvertently been poisoned, again Elisha intervenes and produces a miracle. And the last one we see is him feeding 100 men with a small quantity of food. And so I want to ask you, does God work miracles today? Of course he does. Salvation itself is a miracle. Divine guidance by God is a miracle. And so, pause and give some thought today to the miracles which God has done for you. Think about it. Begin with your conversion, and then add others as they come to mind. And don't forget to say thank you.